Shalom, giving all praise to Yahweh Shemel Shai Shem Rakakwadash. Shalom to the 144,000 and the rest of the elect out there. Shalom to you all. Anyway, I'm going to entitle this video, The Downfall of the Roman Empire, again. A second time. One more again. So, I did a video last night, based upon a video that the elder Yashawamba out of the head of Dallas, Texas. He did a video dealing with the same subject. Actually, it says people thinking about ancient Rome. And I took his title, but I kind of took some words out. Just to see what will come up. And a whole bunch of videos came up. And this trend is a new trend on TikTok. And I noticed that all the videos all go back to 3 weeks ago. I think one goes back to like 4 weeks ago. So anyway, this is the first video. This is 3 weeks ago. This is on Eyewitness News, WABC, New York, out of New York. She would make a good concubine. Okay? Just got to think that way sometimes. Anyways, it says, how often does Mike, this is Mike, think about the Roman Empire? 10 times per week. He says he thinks about the Roman Empire 10 times a week. And this thing started with the TikTok that women, the question was out there, how many times does a man, meaning the Edomite man, think about the Roman Empire? So women started asking their male counterparts, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? And the answer is, yeah, I think about it a lot. So this guy, Mike, he thinks about it 10 times per week. And they said in this same clip that women don't really think about the Roman Empire. It's men. Not men, it's white men. Now, when they brought the subject up, he said that his son is named Roman after Rome, and he said he named his son Rome or Roman after the Roman Empire. So it's a spiritual thing, man. 3 weeks ago, like I said, type this word in or anything similar. Men thinking about the Roman Empire, ancient Roman Empire, whatever. And they all go back to, as a matter of fact, let me do this. Well, I did that on the other video. They all go back to, on YouTube, 3 weeks ago. So anyway, this is a spiritual thing. This is a spiritual thing. I will bring all things to your remembrance, though you once knew this. That doesn't apply to Jake alone, but it applies to Esau. You know? Acts 2, I believe that's 17, and Joel 2, I believe that's around 19, where it speaks about above that, somewhere around there. I'm not going to go to it, but Peter quoted Joel at his the second chapter. He quoted Joel about the Spirit being on all flesh. Well, that spirit of visions and dreams is also on the Edomites. I don't know if this guy is an actual Edomite or because he looks like he's like a Eastern European, darker hue. I don't know, but I'll say he's an Edomite. But like I said, this is a spiritual thing. It's a spiritual thing. Acts 2 or Joel 2. Doesn't apply to just Israelites. It applies to the Edomites as well. It applies to other nations. The king, Nebuchadnezzar, had a vision. He saw the kingdom from his kingdom to the Persian and Medes, to the Greeks, to the Romans. He saw the Roman Empire, and he saw the second Roman Empire. The same thing with Balaam. And Balaam was put to death by the Israelites. He eventually got put to death when the Israelites came against the Medes. He was a Mede. They put his as a list of major people that was put to death, and he was put to death. But some years before that, he was the Most High gave him these visions. So Balaam went back into the spiritual realm, knowing that when he comes back, he's going to come back not as an Israelite, which he wished that he would. He came back many times. But anyway, I'm a little all over the place. But I just wanted to share this. Let me do this here. Okay, hold up. Okay, you're saying it's very fascinating to me. You think about it 10 times. You think about it 10 times. Mike, yeah, Rome. Yeah, Rome is top of mind because of my son, right? He named his son Roman. This is more proof that this is the Roman Empire. You can't tell a boneheaded, big-headed Christian that, because they don't know what's going on. They don't understand the concept, especially you, Vocab. Vocab, you a little guy. You a tadpole. Trying to swim among sharks. Nah, that reincarnation, that's an East Indian philosophy. You on a low level, man. Roman, how do you have time to think about thinking about other things? Because he said that it's 10 times a week. It says about thinking else, Mike, I think about sleep. Oh, good one, Mike. You say you think about sleep because the Most High is sealing your instruction. He's telling you that you are a Roman. Now, this can apply to Israelites too because we were captives under the Roman Empire, right? I don't want to play it because she don't know what's going on. She don't know what's going on. The Edomite chick really don't know what's going on. This is a man thing. I'm just seeing what else is. Now you know why Solomon had Edomite wives and concubines. So, where do I go with this? Oh, let me do this. Let me click on it. Let me bring this back. Back. Because I think about the Roman Empire a lot. Think about the Roman Empire, the Babylonian Empire, the Persian, the Medes. And you got E over here in America backing up Israel. Not these. Do you guys open up the scriptures? Do you actually take notes and take a serious, man, or you think it's a joke? You, the Most High is setting y'all up beautifully, beautifully. Because yesterday they were talking about the day before that, a couple of days before that, Sunday morning on. It's Friday right now, almost 8 o'clock. They were talking about Hamas, and the Palestinians, and the Gaza Strip, Gaza. Then all of a sudden, today I'm in the car, doing what I got to do, listening to the radio, and it kept saying Iran was really behind it. This is Iranian thing. Well, wait a minute. What does Gaza have to do with Iran? So the real target, they want to push out. They pretty much say we're going to just push them out. We're just going to push them out. They said leave the civilians, leave your houses. Now somebody tell you got to leave your house. You got all your furniture, your stuff, whatever you got here, man, your memories. And they're telling you it's a war, move. Where the fuck you going to go? Grab whatever belongings that you got and the building's gone and you got to figure out, and then you're homeless. They're pushing them down to Egypt. Now the Egypt government got to deal with them, which are Arabs, the same people. This is all coming into play beautifully, man, through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. It says, how often do you think about the Roman Empire? 3 weeks ago. Here's why men really think about the Roman Empire. Why men think about the Roman Empire so often. Now, Mike thinks about it 10 times out of the week. Like I said. Are they getting ready to come with a sequel? A part 2 to the movie Gladiator? Anyway, let me do this. Let me give you a couple of precepts. This is from a list. I put lists together. If I ain't got nothing to do, I'll put lists of precepts together. I got a list called Destruction. I'm not going to read all these precepts, a lot of precepts, but I'll read some of them. I should call this one Destruction. Well, I did. I did give it a title. What did I say? The Roman Empire will fall again, or whatever. I forgot what the title I gave. Anyway, let's get into some precepts. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna start with the. NLT. I'm going to go with the NLT. Deuteronomy 7:23. In the NLT. But Yahweh, your power, will hand them over to you. And you know what I got to do? I start at 22. When you start the 7 verses about how the Most High instructed the sons of Israel to gather an army and slaughter the Canaanites, the 7 families of the Canaanites. Yahweh, your power, will drive those nations out ahead of you little by little. You will not clear them away all at once, otherwise the wild animals would multiply too quickly for you. They showed you that in the movie I Am Legend, the opening scene. But Yahweh, your power, your God, will hand them over to you. See, it's not just about pushing Esau out and set them a new kingdom. They're going to be a part of the kingdom. They're going to be the other nations are going to be the slaves in the kingdom. He will throw them into complete confusion until they are destroyed. Esau is in complete confusion right now. They don't know what they're getting into, man, with this Israel, U.S. backing them up, and this attack on Israel and the counterattack on Gaza, on Hamas, and I believe Libya took the side of Hamas and the Gaza and Palestinians and Lebanon, Syria, Turkey, which Turkey is a NATO nation, but they're taking the side of the Hamas. So it's really, there's a big stir up in the Levant. Look that word up. The Fertile Crescent, scholars call it. He who put their kings in your power, and you would have power over your kings, and you will erase their names from the face of the earth. And that's what's going to happen to this place, Amos. I will destroy it from the face of the earth. No one will be able to stand against you. And when the Most High endows us with this power, but anyway, it's going to be the Lord, the angels led by our Lord to bring this place down. Revelation 12, there was no place found in heaven, meaning they were wiped out. And they're going to have a feel, they're going to have, them angels going to have that's going to be, boy, they're going to have fun doing all kind of shit. Look, you had this whole gathering of the Senate, whatever, the Senate, these military guys talking about UFOs, and they had these majors and these colonels and generals and so forth, Air Force, guys that are in the Air Force, Navy, and so forth. They have experiences with these UAPs, as they call them, and one of them guys, I remember one of them guys said their technology is far beyond ours. I would say their technology is about 1,000 years more advanced than ours. Can you imagine the technology that you have today, what the technology will be like 1,000 years if everything keeps going? Knowledge will increase, right? Knowledge will increase. Could you imagine back in the 1700s that somebody said, I'm gonna make something that flies, and you can have passengers in it. There's gonna be a bus, a coach that flies. They're gonna look at you like you crazy. Hey, the first flight was Kitty Hawk. That had to be 19. It was either 1900 or 1919. And you look at the difference between a plane now and a flying machine back then. And you will what? Destroy them all. No one will be able to stand against you, and you will destroy them all. You must burn their idols in fire. But this is the point that I wanted, 23 and 24. So now let's go to the next precept. Let's see what that says. I'll give you a couple of precepts, and I'm going to end. What the hell did I just do? Okay, 9. The victory of the Israelites. This is verses 1 to 5. So on March 7th, the two decrees of the king were put into effect on that day, the enemies of the Jews or the Israelites had hoped to overpower them, but quite the opposite happened. It was the Judah, Yahweh, who overpowered their enemies. Yahweh gathered in their cities throughout all the king's provinces, which is states, to attack anyone who tried to harm them, but no one could make a stand against them, for everyone was afraid of them. The elites are afraid of us, but they hate us at the same time because they know. In the movie, I remember the movie Raiders of the Lost Ark. There was a series of that movies with what's this guy? Indiana Jones, supposed to be a small hat archaeologist and whatever, supposed to be based upon a real guy. But the very first one was in search of the Ark of the Covenant. So he was talking about it, showing books, these other educators, and how they were using the Ark and they were destroying their enemies with the Ark. So Esau, he checks out everything, just like it says in Ezekiel. It's talking about E in Ezekiel 28. Thou art wiser than Daniel. There's nothing that they can hide from thee. So Esau is right now, as I'm doing this video, there's colleges looking for new ways to cure cancer or to cure this thing or to make a smartphone even better. That's why you have the newer generations. Every about 2 years or so, you got to upgrade your smartphone, and you get other features, and you got to learn them features. So that's that knowledge shall increase technology, and the Most High is putting it in their heads. Everything is spiritual, man. Mike said it. I sleep a lot. Yeah, when you sleeping, that's when the Most High puts that Roman stuff in your head. And all the nobles of the provinces, the highest officers, the governors, and the royal officials helped Yahweh for fear of Mordecai. Mordecai was a key character, not really Esther. For Mordecai had been promoted in the king's palace, and his fame spread throughout all the provinces as he became more and more powerful. And see, this keeps these Edomites, not sleeping good. And they don't want to watch them videos on YouTube, but they watch them, and they got to say, well, where's this? This guy's on Main Street by the McDonald's, and the Wendy's is across the street. I know exactly where they're from. I'm gonna get my precepts together, and I'm gonna show them that Gentiles can make it. Then they go down there, and they get beat up by the scriptures. When you go to Gentiles in the New Testament, is referring to Israelites. So the last verse, and I'll move on. So Yahweh, which are the Jews, Yahweh went ahead in the appointed day and struck down their enemies with the sword. They killed and annihilated their enemies, which were Amalek, and did as they pleased with those who hated them. And did as they pleased with those who hated them. Let me go to the King James. As High Priest Ari always say, the King James. Let's go to the King James. The Yahweh destroy their enemies. Now in the 12th month, that is the month of Adar, on the 13th day, the same when the king's commandment. This was the Persians, and this was during the time of Xerxes, the 300. This was during this time, and his decree drew near to be put in execution. And the day of the enemies of Jehoiakim hoped to have power over them, though it was turned to the contrary, that Jehoiakim had rule over them that hated them. And we're going to get that rule over them. The tables are changing. Like it says in the movie Get Out. The Edomite at the garden party. Black is back in fashion. Jehoiakim gathered themselves together in their cities throughout all the provinces of the king Ahasuerus, which is Xerxes. Xerxes, all right? The guy, that was a guy from like I said, the 300 movie. To lay hand on such as sought their hurt, and no man could withstand them, for the fear of them fell upon all people. Great fear fell upon them. Ezekiel 37, Revelation chapter 11. And all the rulers of the provinces, which are states, and the lieutenants and the deputies and the officers of the king helped Jehoiakim, because the fear of Mordecai fell upon them. For Mordecai was great in the king's house, and his fame went out throughout all the provinces, all the states. For this man Mordecai waxed greater and greater, and we're waxing greater and greater. Thus Jehoiakim smote. What does the word smote mean? Let's look up the word smote. Smote. Nakah. To strike, smite, hit, beat, slay, kill, to be stricken or smitten, to be stricken or smitten, to smite, strike, beat, scourge, clap, applaud, give a thrust, to smite, kill, slay. So it was straight out, another in one word, slaughter. Slaughter. They slaughtered them Amalekites. And you know Haman, they hung him and his sons. Thus Jehoiakim smote all their enemies with the stroke of the sword and slaughter. I said slaughter and destruction, and did what they would unto those that hated them. They hate us. These people hate us, man. Tables are going to turn on them. Let me give you one more, then I'll close. This is 8, Esther 8, verse 17. Let's see what that's. And in every province and in every city, whithersoever the king's commandment and his decree came, Jehoiakim had joy and gladness, a feast and a good day, and many of the people of the land became Jews. Now that's a difference right there. They were following the laws. That's what that means. There's a difference. For the fear of Jehoiakim fell upon them. So when you say this thing, so you can become a Jew. No, you can't. You can become Judaized. You can follow the laws. That's it. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom. It was a